have your dry season, you have blue balls, all these issues, and you're reminiscing, thinking back to like back when I was a bachelor. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Batty.
And I'm Miss Carter.
And this is Dysfunctional Discussions. Today we are here
Right.
with a special guest. Coy, you want to introduce yourself? Just a little something, something.
Hello, everyone. My name is Coy, and I appreciate the invitation to be on your podcast.
Sure, absolutely. So my question is, how does one deal with, the memories, your memories of the past and letting go without reminiscing, without thinking about it, without feeling good about it? Because you want to let go of something. You want to move forward. You want to move on, but we can't run away from our thoughts. We can't run away from our memories. And you kind of want to because you want to be able to successfully move forward. So how does one do that, right? So now this question came to me, thinking about the story of Lot and his wife. So to give you guys some context, if you are not familiar with Bible scriptures, long story short, a man and his family was escaping from a land that God was getting ready to destroy in like a second if they didn't leave. So they left, and his wife, looked back. And because she looked back, she got destroyed. So, there's different perceptions of what that looking back means. To me, it's like kind of reminiscing. Going back to my question now, is she reminiscing? Is she like longing for the past and the life she was living? Is she regretful for leaving with her man? Does she not want to leave? So my question is, how does one move forward without kind of, I guess, feeling the guilt of, thinking about your memories? How does one move forward without feeling bad about reminiscing and just knowing that, okay, it's a thought, it's just a memory, a song, a scent, an image can remind you of a moment in time that you're trying to forget about, that you're trying to, move past. So how does one do so without either reminiscing or without feeling bad about reminiscing?
Well,
So that's just, yeah, and I need some help, guys.
Well, to first go off the story of Lot and his wife, I would say we have to consider the state of mind that she was in.
Okay.
Being that Lot was told to leave with his family, and I would think that she was in a state of shock that the place she built her life, a place where she started her family, she got married, the place where I'm not sure if she was born there. I don't know her past, but where the story picks up, I would say she's just in shock that the place where she called home, the place that she was familiar with, was getting ready to be destroyed. And that's where her life was. That's where the very fiber of her being was. That's where her heart was.
Right.
And,
you hit the nail on the head. I'm sorry. That's where her heart was. Continue.
That's where her heart was. And sometimes heart is where home is, And that was her home. So we have to consider, what was her state of mind and why did she turn around? She sees the place that where her heart is being destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So moving forward, how does one, continue on leaving the past behind them and reminiscing and everything? Sometimes our past serves a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some things are for us not to forget. Because remember, things that we go through in the past, some things are for us, some things aren't. You got to remember that what God allows us to go through, different struggles, different trials and tribulations, maybe he gave it to you because you were strong enough to handle it. He gave it to you because he knew you could handle it. And that somebody down the line would run into you with the same problem you had, and they need a way out, or they need a way to get through what they're going through. But you've been there already. So some things are not for you to forget. Other things you want to forget because it was painful.
Mm-hmm.
But from pain can come, like, I would say from pain comes victory. From pain comes peace. Sometimes you don't get peace without going through something. Sometimes you don't get victory without going through things. Like, a win is not just given to you. Sometimes you got to fight for that win. Sometimes you got to fight for that victory.
So
And I was,
I have I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
you
But
know,
I do have a question for you, Miss Carter. Um, when you look back on these memories and you reminisce, what feelings are associated with those memories, and what is forcing you to, I guess, leave that behind?
So the first part of your question, what I'm feeling is, obviously, happiness, because that memory is a good memory. So let's sort of, it's not like a bad memory, it's not a painful memory. It's not like traumatic. I know you said, Koi, that there's some things that we, definitely shouldn't hold on to, especially if it is traumatic. Some things we shouldn't forget, as it'll be a stepping stone in moving forward, a testimony to somebody else. I really like that part. So, the memories that, I reminisce or just come to my mind, all good. So it's good memories. And that's where my question kind of comes from, like, how do you still move forward without feeling bad about the memory? So now to answer your second question, Doc, you said why? So I
Why
want
do
to, I
you?
guess,
So
forget
if you feel good when you reminisce about this thing,
because yeah. So
why do you feel
obviously,
bad about that?
yeah, because obviously before Christ, you kind of do your own thing. Most things when you're not living for Him are not acceptable to Him, in His sight. But it feels good, it looks good, it sounds good, everything to you is good about it until you kind of, like you always say, Doc, in hindsight, if I had known better. So yes, robbing the bank is good because now I got money in my pocket to do what I need to do. But now that I'm with you, Lord, yeah, that adrenaline rush for sticking people up was good, but I know that's not bad, but it keeps coming in my mind every time I drive by a bank. Every time I get a hundo in my hand, I think about robbing that bank. You feel me? I don't want to do it, but it's like, oh, that fresh green money smelled good. The adrenaline rush felt good,
So I
but I
think
know it's something I need to move past.
I think this is a test of your self control. Um,
Please expound. So, like
yeah,
in
I'm gonna
self
draw a
control, like
parallel with
controlling your
something.
thoughts,
I'm gonna
controlling
draw a
what?
parallel with something. So, um, most men, Christian or other, still searching, whatever it is. uh, most men tend to run around with multiple women. They have a bunch of them on speed dial. If one falls through, Susan's available. If Susan's not,
Right.
there's Abigail. If Abigail's not, there's Samantha.
You got
I can
somebody.
go on. Okay. Um, if he wants a different flavor of the hour, he can make it happen. Um, but then when these men get married, the idea is that you do away with all that and you control yourself and you focus on the prize, which is your wife, and you sacrifice certain characteristics that are poor in judgment, and you make the right decision by respecting your partner and, flying right based on societal and your understanding of what right is. So the marriage has its ups and downs, but mainly because, you know, the struggle to be faithful and strong and not give in to temptation, because once you're off the market, that's when everybody wants you. Okay. So, they have all these obstacles and all these issues and all these stupid fights, and it's like, I should have, you know, like slept with Susan when I had the chance. This woman is like killing me. You have your dry season, you have blue balls, all these issues, and you're reminiscing, thinking back to like back when I was a bachelor, I had a different flavor every hour, and
Right.
now I can't even get a little something something, and it's been 5 days since my last hit. Like, what's up? So his memory of his wayward past feels good, but he knows that a mature man knows that the self control is important because.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I would bring it from a standpoint as maintaining your deliverance, maintaining your freedom and liberty from what the past was. Sometimes things do pop up to see if you are really holding on to what you came, like either what you came out of, or are you really holding on to your freedom? You gotta learn how once you're delivered, you gotta stay delivered. You have to stay free from what kept you bound or what you was used to. You brought up the reference about robbing a bank. She brought up the reference about a man with different flavors, and there's gonna come a time where the right flavor won't pass you, and temptation is gonna rise up. But even in that moment, in the heat of the moment, you got to maintain your deliverance from where you were. You got to maintain it. You got to hold on to it. You got to keep it in order. And it's going to be hard, if you're, especially if you're fresh out from, the past. If you're fresh out and freshly delivered, it's going to be a struggle. Nobody said this was going to be easy, but you got to really keep in mind, like, okay, I'm here. I'm a new person. I'm a new creature. I'm delivered now. So I got to really keep that in mind, that I'm not who I used to be. That's something that you got to keep at the forefront of your mind. That you're not your past self. That you've overcome. That you were able to press forward and move forward.
No, I definitely agree with everything you and Doc is saying about holding on to the prize ahead, maintaining your self-control, holding on to your deliverance. I agree with that. My question mostly is just about, like I said, just the thoughts and the memories, and just back to Lot's wife. Like, why did she get destroyed? I know you said she's looking back because she's just like in awe and in dismay about what's happening to her heart, her home, what she built up. Not that part. My thing is, like, why did she get destroyed? Is it because she doesn't want to leave because that's everything she built? Why does she get destroyed? Because she's reflecting on the good and the bad and the ugly of her.
I don't think she looked back. Here's what I think. I think what she did was what most people back then did, which is when you're giving a direction, you seem to think that you're entitled to this like last chance of screw up. When I tell you I want this done at this time, and you wait until you're good and ready to do something because you don't really believe that my if not then this is like real, because I've given so much leeway or whatever, or you feel as though, well, I have my autonomy to do whatever, I'll follow your directions, but just at my will, not at what you said. So her husband says, we must go forward, no one look back. You have to be the only enough one to turn around, because you're the only one with memories back there.
What I'm trying to figure out is why. Go ahead, Coy.
Maybe she had a secret longing,
Well, she didn't want to go. According to the story, she didn't want to leave when he said they had to go. She didn't want to go.
Well, maybe because she wanted to stay there. Maybe she was so accustomed to how things were. It was a place of evil. Look, remember everything that was going on in that city. Everything that God frowned upon was happening there. Men sleeping with men. So many other things happening that we probably don't even know about and don't want to know about. Right. And she's like, this is what I'm familiar with. I don't want to go nowhere else. I'm cool here. This is my way of life. I'm comfortable here. So when she had the order, do not turn around and look back. We're going on to something better. We're going on to something new. She disobeyed an order. And remember, angels went there to get them out.
Right.
She disobeyed strict orders. So when you disobey an order directly from God, I'm not saying we're in the Old Testament times, we're in New Testament time now, grace is here. That was the law. This is the grace now. We're in the dispensation of grace.
All right. So, with that being said, we are going to pick up on part 2 of this. Okay?
Right.
It's getting juicy, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment. We want to know what you think.
Definitely.
We want to hear your opinions.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think Lot's wife was thinking? And do you think that when you leave a certain lifestyle in the past and you reminisce about it, is that a bad thing? Does that really send you backwards as opposed to forward? Does that stagnate your journey? If you don't know what stagnate means, look it up. You got some homework. All right. So until next time, guys, we'll catch you in part 2. All right. It's Dysfunctional Discussions.